Hi everyone, let's begin our new test, Kruskal-Wallis test, and it is a non-parametric test. So how we have to perform this test, and basically it is the replacement of one-way ANOVA. When we have one sample, here is Kruskal-Wallis test allows possible differences between two or more groups to be examined, and it is equivalent to one-way ANOVA between the groups. So I have taken one example. The Vice President Sales has developed three new training programs for increasing sales effectiveness. There are 60 new hires in the organization. He has randomly chosen 20 people for each training program. After 1 year, he decides to see the results. Due to violations of one-way ANOVA assumptions, Kruskal-Wallis test is performed. So first of all, we will understand why there is one-way ANOVA assumptions violations. Why? Because this data is not normally distributed. And here is you can see program that is categorical data and sales in lakhs that is a continuous data, that is ratio scale, that we have got this data as a metric scale, but program is you can see one, then second training program is 2, and third kind of training program is 3. So total number of the new employees are 60. So we are, and this is the independent kind of sample, because there is no relationship of first 20 employees with second category of employees, then the third category employees. These are the independent samples. So what we have to do, this is non-parametric test, so that is why we are not normally distributed, and that is why we are going to apply this non-parametric technique. So let's begin this in RStudio. I have already done something. So what we have to do, let me clean all these windows, all these graphs also, and let me clear this. And here is also, I'm just clearing this new file also. So first of all, what we have to do, first of all, I'm going to import dataset. And my file is SPSS kind of file. So I had already explained you, library heaven is required. And what we have to do, where I put it my file, let me check. Okay, fine. Kruskal-Wallis test in this folder. I had put it this file, and this is my SPSS file. So let me open this file, and let me import this file. Now you can see same data that I had reflected on the Word document, that is reflected here. All 60 entries are here, 60 employees data, but 2020 each group. I mean, first 20 entries, those have got training number 1. 2, I had given training number 2, and 3, I had assigned training number 3. So you can see, and this is the sales. Right. When they have got, when we had provided this kind of training, what is the sales? What is their performance? Right. Sales in lakhs. And when we had provide second kind of training, so what kind of sales we are getting? So what we have to do, first of all, I had already imported this file. What we have to do, let me create one new variable over here. Let me write KRU, right? And in this particular variable, let me put this file. And what is this complete file name is Kruskal. Yes, this is the my file name, Kruskal-Wallis test. And I have to press enter. Now you can see this new variable is put it here. So now we have to use this the small name of this file rather than this is the bigger name. Now what we have to do, we can, first of all, what we have to do, let me first check whether this data is normally distributed or not. So what I have to do is Shapiro test, and Shapiro test of I have to apply, that would be on this crew. Now new file name, new variable name is crew, and I have to write $sign, and this is the continuous variable, right? Sales is only continuous variable. You can see here that is only in numbers. This one is the categorical variable. So what we have to do, let me enter this, and you can see Shapiro week normality test, and this is very less than 0.05. So we can say our data is not normally distributed, right? And here is, we can apply this Bartlett test also, homogeneity test also, and again we have to write KRU, this is my file name, and I have to write $sign, and again I have to write sales, and I have to press enter. Now okay, fine, there's some mistake. Mm, okay, let me, I have to write this, then I have to, yeah, and I will write again the same file name KRU, and here is, we have to write $sign, and then I have to write program, and then we have to check homogeneity of this test, right? Then again you can see here the p-value is less than e to the power 08, that is less than 0.05, then that means this data is not homogeneous. So both these conditions are fulfilled. That is why we had applied Kruskal-Wallis test rather than one-way ANOVA on our data sample. Now what we have to do, through box plot test also we can apply this, right? So we have to write box plot, and what we have to do, let me take this KRU, this one is my file name, and I have to write $sign, then I will write sales, right? Sales, and box plot, I want both these variables, both these parameters. So what I have to do, again I have to write, this one is the file name, and again I have to press $sign, and then I have to take program, right? And simply I have to enter this. So you can see three box plots are here, and itself they are defining, I mean, this data is not similar, and there's the lot of variation in these three training programs, 1, 2, and 3. You can see here the mean value of this second one, and when we are giving only one training, first training, and when we are giving third training, training number 3. So what we have to do, let me give this particular box plot, right? Let me assign one color also. So there would be easily we can distinguish. So let me write COL. And what we have to do, COL, and let me write C, and what three colors we want to give. Let's say I am giving 5, 6, 7. These are the color codes I want to give. So you can see here, when we can zoom this, these three colors are here. And you can see a lot of difference, because mean value, you can see middle one is on the higher side, and that is on the very lower side. But the third training that shows is on the little bit. And all this data is not normally distributed. So now all the tests we have done. Now what we have to do, we will write this Kruskal. Before writing this Kruskal, okay, fine, Kruskal test, right? And what we have to do, Kruskal test. Now we will write KRU, again the same file name, and I have to press $sign. Then I will select this sales, and after that what we have to do here is, we will again enter this tilde sign, and after that again we will write crew KRU, and again $sign, and then I will write programs, and I will press enter. So now you can see Kruskal-Wallis rank some test, and you can see results of the chi-square is 20.277, degree of freedom 2, and p-value is 3.9 to the power e to the power 05. That means it's very less than 0.05. So we can say right? Because when the p value is 3.953e, so here is, we can say that was our hypothesis. In the Word document I will show you. Yes, we can write this interpretation like this: the chi-square value, degree of freedom 2, and number is 60 and 20.27, and p-value is less than 0.05, indicates that sales differ significantly across three trading programs. Otherwise, null hypothesis was that there is no significant difference among all the when after providing these training program, there is no difference in the sales. But here is what we have to do. The second training program delivers maximum good results, and it's followed by the third training program, and first training program delivers least favorable results. And through our SPSS also, I have shown you, this one is SPSS, these are my SPSS results. And when I'd applied SPSS, and definitely I'm going to give you link in my description box where I had applied SPSS. Through SPSS I have tested this Kruskal-Wallis, and you can see here, let me clean this. I mean, okay, let me clean all these things, second and high, right? So now you can see what is happening here. This one is the least, right? That is on the third place, and best results are coming through second training program, and the third one is on the second position, and the first one, when the first training program is giving the very lowest results, and that is on the third place. Now, suppose we want to do in R also. So what we have to do, we will post hoc test, we will apply, so because when we want to distinguish among all three trading programs. So what we have to do, let me first install, right? I had already installed, but I have to show how you have to install this package, because we require this package. And simply what we have to do, dunn done dot test, right? This package we required, so simply we have to write enter. Okay, because I had already installed currently, so this message will give. So let me now, I have to, first of all, if you want to check, so you have to check through library, and dunn dot test, and if it is available, automatically you can see here that would reflect. If it is not available, right, you have not installed that library, you have not called, so it will not reflect over here. So but in my case I had already installed, so that would be reflecting here. So now what we have to do, for the post hoc test, I have to write done dot test. Simply you will select this, right? You will select this, and you have to again write KRU, right? KRU, this is my file name, and I have to write $sign, and here is, you will write sales, comma, and then again same file name you have to write, and again you will write $sign, and then here is, you will get the program. And what method you require to run this post hoc test? Simple, here is, we have to write here Bonferroni test we require, Bonferroni test we required, and simply now I have to press enter. So now you can see these comparison of the X by group, right? This is the you can see first training and second training, this is the significant, right? That means there is a difference, and 3 and 1 also, but you can see what is the significant value, and 2 and 3 also, that is also significant, because values are less than 0.05. So alpha is 0.05, and you can say reject null hypothesis if p is less than alpha divided by 2, that means 0.05 divided by 2, 0.025 and 0.025. So this one is the reject null hypothesis if value is less than. And simply what you can do, you can report these results in your output file also. You have to copy these results, and copy, and you have to simply paste over here in your Word document. simply you can paste here in your Word document, and in that way you can, yeah, sorry, what happened, right, these results are here. So in that way you can report in your research paper or in your PhD thesis, whatever where you want to apply. That is actually cursor was here, so by mistake these results are pasted over here. So I'm sure this video would be helpful to you to how to run Kruskal-Wallis test, and this concept is also clear where we have to apply Kruskal-Wallis test, what kind of the nature of the data, and how we have to find out what are the assumptions of the ANOVA. And first of all, we have to check Shapiro test, box plot, right? And homogeneity test also we are going to apply. And through this, we have to apply this Kruskal-Wallis test. Thank you so much. Keep watching.